Hi boys and girls. We're going to continue on with the topic of weight, and today we're going to complete some of the pages in our Intermaths book. Okay, up to now we've been dealing with converting between grams and kilograms. Today we're going to look at a smaller unit of measurement and a larger unit of measurement, okay? So first up, let's take the larger one because I think it's easier to visualize. Imagine a very, very heavy object, an object that weighs more than 1,000 kilograms. Can you think of one? Maybe an elephant would weigh more than 1,000 kilograms. A plane definitely would. A truck, I think, would too. Okay? Humans would not be able to lift any of these objects. They're very heavy. So for such heavy objects that are greater than 1,000 kilograms, we often use the unit tons. T for tons. And a ton is equal to 1,000 kilograms. Okay? The other unit that we're going to use today is milligram. A milligram is 1,000th of a gram. A gram is very small. Imagine like a 5-cent piece. A 5-cent coin, weighs about 4 grams. Okay? So 1 gram, it's a very, very lightweight. Okay? A milligram is 1,000th of a gram. There are 1,000 milligrams in 1 gram. A grain of salt, and not even this because this is rock salt, a teeny grain of salt or pepper weighs about 1 milligram. You can't even feel it really, okay? So milligrams are used generally in science and in medicine. So if you have vitamin tablets, for example, at home, some people might have vitamin tablets, if you look at the label, you might see there are milligrams, 4 milligrams of calcium or something like that. Okay, so you could ask your mum or dad to see if you can find any examples of milligrams in a product. Remember, 1 gram is the same as 1,000 milligrams. You know, I did science in university. When I was in university, I got used to using micrograms, which were even smaller than milligrams, and nanograms, which were something like, I can't remember, a millionth of a gram or something. Really, really, really tiny amounts, okay? In science, scientists use really, really tiny amounts and also really, really large amounts. But I just want you to be aware of milligrams and to remember that there are 1,000 milligrams, million means 1,000, in a gram. Okay, I've written it down here. So you can see. The one in the middle is what we've been using. 1 kilogram is the same as 1,000 grams. For very, very teeny amounts, we can say 1 gram is the same as 1,000 milligrams. So a milligram is 1,000th of a gram. Teeny tiny. And for the weight of large objects, very, very heavy objects, we can use a ton. T-O-N-N-E, okay, which is 1,000 kilograms. Now, in our book, on page 27, okay, it says, number 1, choose 10 objects. Estimate and measure their weights. Record your results in a table. Now, you can do that, boys and girls, in your maths copy using a scale that you have at home. So if you have a kitchen scales, for example, you can choose 10 objects that would fit on the kitchen scales and estimate their answer first in your table and then actually measure it and record the real amount. If you have a bathroom scales and a kitchen scales, well then you could do bigger objects as well. See what you have at home and do what you can, okay? Then in number 2, they give you a product, so there's a picture, And you, or sometimes not a product, sometimes a person, a little baby, oh. And you have to choose whether it's 1 milligram, 1 gram, 1 kilogram, etc. So you have to think, would I use milligrams, would I use grams, or would I use kilograms to measure that? And you circle the correct one. Okay, there's only going to be one correct answer for each. So in each of the 15 objects, there are 3 answers, and you just circle the correct answer, right? And then at number 3, you have to choose the correct unit. Would it be grams, kilograms, or tons? Now, I'm just looking at some of these. The first one, for example, looks like a giant pumpkin. Could be a tomato, but I think it's a giant pumpkin. It looks like it's on the floor. So I think that's what it is. 600, or the fifth one, I'm not really sure what it is. Is it another? I'm not really sure what that is. I don't know. And then the last one looks like a toy plane, but it looks like a toy plane, but let's say it's a real plane. You know me, I'm into maths. Sometimes it just gets to me. They just don't make things very clear. Anyway, do your best, okay? That's page 27. And then looking at page 29, we're going to do page 29 as well, okay? In number 1, you have to choose grams or milligrams. Number 2, discuss where milligrams are used. Okay, so you can just write on the page where you would use milligrams. Remember I said 2 places where they are used is in science and in medicine. Number 3, it's converting between kilograms and grams, and then converting between grams and milligrams. Remember, for that you need to remember what's written up the top, that 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams and 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams. Now down the bottom, number 4, it says, on average, an ant can lift 50 times its own weight. So if an ant weighs 1 gram, then on average it can lift 50 grams of weight. Okay, that would be the maximum lifting weight. So that's what they want you to figure out, okay? They want you to write the maximum lifting weight in both milligrams and grams. So when you're transferring them, you need to just use a decimal point to write it in grams, okay? Then they have 4 different types of ants: the Faroe ant, the black ant, the red forest ant, the South American bullet ant, okay? So you look at the weight of each ant and then multiply it by 50 to find their maximum lifting weight. Remember, to multiply by 50, we can do it in our head. We multiply by 5 and then we add a 0. Boys and girls, I hope that you're able to complete these pages okay. The main information that you need to remember is this: 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams, 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams, and 1 ton is the same as 1,000 kilograms. Okay? Did I say that wrong? I think the first one I maybe said wrong. Did I? 1 gram is equal to 1,000 milligrams. Right, that's it. Good luck.